Morning everybody! Welcome to day 10 of our March micro minimizing challenge. I hope that you've been following along and having some fun removing some items from your home. Today I am talking about DVDs. I find that with the streaming services available now that there's become less and less need for DVD collections. So we managed, when we moved about 7 years ago, we dwindled our DVD collection down by about half. At that point we weren't minimizing, but we just had several that we weren't watching. We had a huge collection of DVDs and we just didn't need that many. We were moving. So we took the opportunity to downsize them. Since I started minimizing, I've gone through our DVDs several times. We've dwindled them down. Streaming services, we're kind of careful about which DVDs we always kind of choose to part ways with, because shows tend to rotate on streaming services, right? They're not permanently available. So if it's a favorite, we make sure that we hang on to it, even if it's available elsewhere, because you never know if it's going to be for long. But for the most part, we really only keep the DVDs for shows that are absolute favorites or shows that just don't stream on the services that we pay for. So it's time to go through our DVDs and the questions that you will ask yourself. Look at each DVD individually, right? And you're going to ask yourself, when did you last watch this? When will I watch this again? Could someone else be enjoying this movie? Because, we don't watch it. Did I even like this movie? Is there a reason you hang on to it, And if you have streaming subscriptions, do you even watch your DVDs at all? Is there a reason to keep any of them? That's a question for your household that might apply to you. For ongoing maintenance of movies, consider, will this be streaming eventually? We have taken new releases off of our buy list completely because we find that new releases that come out, eventually they're going to stream, and sometimes it doesn't take that long. We've had times where we've bought a DVD for a new release and, I don't even think it was a month later it was streaming on Netflix. So we've completely taken off any kind of new releases. Really give it some time. If you really want to watch it, rent it. Probably cost less money to just rent it through one of your streaming services. And also, once you dwindle that down, it's kind of tempting to kind of grow it again. So you might want to adopt what we talked about, I think it was yesterday, about the 1 in, 1 out rule. So if you're going to buy a new DVD and bring it home, then that means one of your DVDs at home needs to go out, right? And that way it helps to keep your number at a reasonable kind of level for your home. And you don't find yourself a few years from now with another huge collection that you have to again dwindle down. It's a real waste of money, right? So consider carefully which movies you're buying or shows you're buying to bring home. That being said, the same would apply if you still have VHS tapes. I had kept our Disney VHS tapes for a really long time, and then when I was minimizing, I realized we didn't even have a VHS player anymore. So out they went, right? If you don't have a VHS player, you don't need the VHS tapes. Those things break down over time. They're probably, not even good anymore. So if you've got VHS tapes, apply the same kind of theories and get those out of your home. It is super tempting once you've boxed up those items to go back through them and start second guessing yourself and rethinking and whatever. So I encourage you that you box those up, get them out of your house. Okay, so if not the same day, give yourself like a 3-day limit that those things need to be gone from your home. If you can't get them to the thrift store or whatever it is that you decide to do with them, if you can't do that right away, even if you get them into the trunk of your car, at least, then at least you know that they're out of the house. They're less tempting to go through those boxes. Okay, but don't leave them in the trunk of your car. Okay, get it to the thrift store. Get that job done. Okay, that's it for today. Have a great day, everybody.